Hi guys, this is after 3 days of working on the bed in my van. Really disappointing progress today. I did have to help someone out this morning. My landlady needed help on the computer. Then it was chucking it down for an hour or two. And then I was able to get out here. Then I've had some problems with Amazon delivering to the wrong houses and sending me pictures of completely different back steps and stuff with my item on it, which is really annoying. But anyway, what have I done? So these top boards are not fixed in place. They're just literally holding that up. That will have a couple of other supports in it, but I will position those supports accordingly. And there's a slight overhang at the front. And again, the overhangs at the front there. And that's because there will be an item on my fridge that will be at an angle here. And it's slightly wider than this cool box, but not as tall. And it needs the clearance of 44 centimetres for the drawer to open out. So it would have been really, really tight if I'd have done that right up to the ends. So I've just brought them short. Now what I need to do is cut out a piece of wood that's going to fit in that space there. The problem is I've got a bit of a slope on the wall, so it's going to be a piece across here, up, diagonally cut corner off, then and in. So, okay, so still plodding along. I've cut that first bit out, and I figured it's probably easier just to put a small strip of wood in that little gap if I want to at some point, rather than try and cut that to the weird shape. Need to cut out across that line. Now there is a slight gap there, and I've left that packing piece in at the side for another slight gap, bearing in mind that I will probably cover these pieces of wood once I give them a bit of a sand down, get rid of those stains on them where they've been in a shed for ages. So I'll probably carpet them so the bed's got a base. Again, nothing's fixed in place. These are all just going to be loose, and they'll probably remain loose. I'll get this support and the file support locked down, and I've left that shy of here so that I can have a support across here somehow. Exactly how I position that, I'm not 100% sure yet. It's to make the best use of access. And obviously this side I'm going to have a bigger cupboard, so I don't want to restrict that at all. But I will have a piece of wood that comes along to here and then diagonally across. So the bit where it joins, one piece of wood joins to another, is going to be around here somewhere. Another sheet comes there. So I need to support that. So this is just being made using spare pieces of wood. Here we go, corner cut off. Right, that's it for today, but you'll see this video all in one go. Tomorrow's as well. There's no point uploading the little bit that I've done today. Okay, as always, nothing's fixed in place, but I'm happy with that so far. Okay, so far the structure is in. It's not supported at the front end, but it's supported down at the bottom there, and that's a backstop for the loo. Now my next job is to get the fridge in place, a little drawer fridge which coming down there at an angle, because I want to be able to strengthen the gap between these. So I need to have something across here, so that, you know, that's my main weight's going to be there, and so it needs to be strong. And yeah, that's just planning, but I can't just put something straight across. Well, I can at the top, but not at the bottom, because the fridge is going to come down there somewhat. So all pieces cut out and laid in place. Okay, so the bed's in. It looks like a bit of a patchwork of cuts, because that looks totally different colour. And that was from an old offcut, but different ways the grains are loaned. So that's in. This is the only piece fixed in so far. I will clean up, put fascia there. That bar down the bottom isn't fixed, and none of these other ones are fixed down, they're just in there. I haven't fixed the support of the back yet to that unit because I've got work to do on that unit, like paint it and stuff. Right, the next thing to do is to get the mattress in and cut to the shape that it needs to be. Now, this was the mattress I was given. It's a memory foam mattress. It's absolutely perfect for in a van. It's a 6-inch mattress. Absolutely perfect, nice and comfortable. I've tried it on hard floors. Now, I may in the future put like a marine mesh down that you put on the bottom of beds to stop condensation. Now, I've never needed it before in my camper vans because I've always carpeted the bed base, and I know that seems weird. But when you put a really heavy piece of furniture on a carpet, the leg will leave an impression. That's squashed. That proves that the carpet can be compressed all the way down. However, when you put something that's not as heavy or the weight spaced out, I tend to find it floats a little bit. It doesn't float, obviously, but it sits and allows a tiny little bit of air to go through the base of that carpet and doesn't cause condensation in the vans I've had. That's my hope, and I will keep an eye on it. I don't want the free mattress going to waste and having to get another one. But if necessary, the marine business has been doing this for years. You can buy these mesh things that go underneath your bed to allow air circulation. I'm not going to cut tons of holes in it like I see campervan people doing it. You know, the marine industry has done this all before the mass wave of campervan. But I'm hoping that this carpet will be fine. Right, let's get the mattress in, and then the big test is sitting on it and seeing how much headroom there is at the outsides, etc., and then trying to get that mattress cut to shape. That's going to be tricky. This is the mattress I got. Now, I've just put it in here as a temporary thing. I need to cut it. There's a mark there. And that runs diagonally up to the corner of this. So they're the two sides. I've tested laying on it. It's fine. Anybody taller than me, I'm 5'10", which is 1.78 meters, might struggle a little bit, but I've laid on that. It's absolutely fine. The bed width is just shy of a meter. It's wide enough. It's a single bed. Lots of people like their comforts and only want a double bed, but for me this is absolutely fine. I've also tested sitting on it and sitting up against the back of that wall there, and there's plenty of head height there. I was worried because at the edges it's only 1.31 high, in the middle it's 1.39, but it's fine. The mattress compresses enough for me to sit on that comfortably without my head hitting the ceiling at the edge of the van, the lowest point. Quite happy with the neatness of that join. There is a little bit of a gap across there, and that overhangs. That'll all be cleaned up. That overhangs a little bit, but not too much. It's 18mm MDF, which is about 20-25% heavier than ply, but I had it available. It was free, and saved me 50 quid on wood. Got the camera set on its wide angle setting. It's equivalent to 13mm, so it's really wide angle, so it can look a little bit distorted, I think. But one of the things with the TV unit up there is to be able to sit here comfortably, and that's quite close, but it's fine. Perfect for the unit there. There will be a little unit in the corner here, as I've said before, a cupboard here, and this will obviously be fitted out as well. So the whole idea of building a campervan around the bed, and the bed idea that I came up with, was functionality. It was the ability to be able to jump into a bed straight away without having to make it up, not faffing around making up the bed, and not having to get outside of the vehicle to make up the bed, which a lot of small campers tend to do, which isn't very practical, especially when it's raining. So everything built around the bed. It's also my seating area. You know, watch the telly. Well, I don't watch a lot of telly, but I'll have a TV because I'll have a Fire Stick and I'll be able to watch YouTube on it. So that's the idea of that. I'm going to have a little stereo here in the back as well, but everything is reachable from this area. The main unit for the TV and will be up higher, and just depending on how much room you need for feet. And I see in some motorhomes they design it where your feet go underneath a cupboard or cabinet or shelving. So as soon as I cut the mattress to size, I'll be able to work out exactly what sort of size cupboard I can have. It's Saturday tomorrow. There won't be an update video tomorrow. It'll be out on Sunday. I haven't done a video for the last couple of days because I've been working on this for 3 days. I know some people fly through stuff, but I am quite slow, not ultra skilled at woodworking and things like that. So, but I'm really happy with how things are turning out. I do still have work to do underneath the bed, hence why most of the panels are not screwed down yet, because I want to plan that properly and make sure there's various usage of various areas for storage of my things. This corner across here, obviously, as I've said before, will disappear. This area will then come into play. Again, this will be tidied up under here, so it looks good. My drawer fridge will be coming out there at a diagonal. That's my Thetford porta potty. Now, corner to corner, it's 2.1 metres. That's the corner in there, right to the corner in there. That's quite a lot of space, but the usable bit is about 1.9 metres, which is perfectly good enough. I used to have a sailboat 8 years ago, and the berths on that, 3 of the berths were only 2 foot wide. The other one was a triangle shape where your feet are in the bow. Not quite sure the best way to cut this mattress, but what I did do is cut open this corner just to have a look. And so, as with a lot of these things these days, these are no longer sold because they're not memory foam. So they've got memory foam at the top, and then this other foam, which is like recycled foam underneath. But it works as a combination. It works. And this is quite a nice cover, so it's a case of peeling this off, cutting the foam on something like a bread knife. If I had a meat carving tool, perhaps that's the way to go. It's going to be quite messy, but I'm going to get that cut over the weekend, and on Sunday's video I'll show you the result. That's how it'll be. There's absolutely plenty of room in the middle, even with the thin cladding put in place. Be able to access this. Things that I have here, up there, and just a lean back for the cupboard. But that'll be it, a permanent bed. And if I've got someone to socialise with, they can be sitting on the double swivel seat there, just behind where the camera is, and we've got an open area with a place to put your drinks or whatever. And if you want to watch telly, they can be sat there. I can then move around here, and the telly will be on a swivel, so it'll come right round and out. So I can watch it from here, as I tend to be quite close to tellies when I watch them anyway. It's been 3 days work getting that base designed, laid out and whatever. Anyway, guys, that's my bed design. Once I've got a little bit further down the road, perhaps on Sunday evening, I'll show you how it looks once it's all cut and fit to size, and even if I've done some of the work underneath. Anyway, guys, as always, I really appreciate you watching, and if you've got this far, well done.